Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Abel and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I am very excited because it's finally here, one of the seasons that inspires me the most. Of course, I am talking about Halloween, even though for the obvious reasons this year's celebration is going to be very different. I can tell you that Halloween inspires me a lot because of its color palette with black, purple and orange. That if you have seen my videos in the past, you already know I love those colors. But for today's tutorial, I wanted to stay away a little from landscapes and make something different, but keeping it very easy and at the same time very Halloween. And that's a pumpkin. That's why for today's video, I will show you how I made this pumpkin using my watercolor. But first, I will show you the materials I used and then let's do it. I will use watercolor, paper, a palette, container with water, pencil and eraser, a brush, and a couple of black permanent markers. Remember that the complete list of materials is in the description box. The first step is to use this pencil to make the sketch of the pumpkin, and for this you can use an image as reference. And here I can recommend you to work pressing the pencil very gently, because as you can see over here, I had to erase something I didn't like. Once I am happy with the sketch, I will take off the excess of pencil with an eraser. Now I will take this black permanent marker to make the outline I made with the pencil. For the next step, I will start to apply the watercolor, and here I will use these ones from Giorgione that I just got. I will prepare them in this palette with a little amount of water, and I will apply them with this brush. I will work with this watercolor because when I did the unboxing of this package, which if you haven't seen you can click on the link that's over here, I realized when I made the color palette that this set has a very good amount of warm colors that I can use in illustrations like this one. And now, coming back to the pumpkin, I will start with a very light layer of yellow watercolor. Once this part has completely dry, I will use the second color, which is going to be orange, and I will apply it, I would say, from the base of the pumpkin and from the stem, dragging the color to the center, trying to leave a stripe of the color I put first as base, which in this case it was the yellow. With the same technique I used for the orange, I will now apply red watercolor, but this time I will not go as far as the orange, so that this color still can be seen. And the last layer of watercolor is going to be brown. For the stem, I will use the same brown watercolor I used for the pumpkin, but this time I will start with a base of watercolor very diluted in water, and then I will intensify some parts, taking the watercolor with less water to create more deepness. As final step, I will take a black permanent marker to go through the outline one more time and create more detail. What do you guys think of this illustration? I can tell you that Halloween always inspires me to create creepy landscapes, although since I have been having a lot of work recently because of the situation we are all living, I have already decided that I was going to make a Halloween video, but it wasn't going to be as complex because I didn't want it to take a lot of time. And that's when I came up with the idea of making something more simple and that you can find this video useful if you, like me, don't have that much time to paint, or if you are trying to make something new, especially because I think this kind of practices can be very helpful to understand how to work with layers in watercolor. And you can see that, for example, over here in these reels I made on Instagram, that's over here. By the way, I always say to follow me on Instagram at the end of the video, but anyway, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And let me know in the comment section down below, how do you celebrate Halloween? And also tell me if you have any suggestions to make something in the future. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to be, hit the subscription button, or you can do that on the image that's over here, and turn on the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when there's a new video around. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and for sharing this content, and I recommend you to see these videos that you may like. Follow me on my social media that's on the screen and in the description box, and I'm off. See you next time. Bye bye!